such a plain ass
What? God
normal
damn it.
introduction.
Well, you don't want to tell them about the jizz buns.
They can hear you,
No, I'm keeping that jizz buns in the freaking.
Wait, was
intro.
it when you mentioned that? Were you live?
Yeah, I was.
What the fuck? That's not normal. Just
Uh,
your regular ass, plain normal guys. Haha. Just your wacky normal.
You should open your kiosk right next to mine. So I like serve milk and you serve jizz buns.
that's terrible.
Why?
Well, it would have to be changed for the naming of them for marketing purposes, but yes, I guess that would work.
You're telling me that people don't go to the gym to stare at guys? Why have I been going to the gym then?
There's
Bro.
also women in gyms too.
Yeah, but they women don't go to the gym to lift. What are you talking about?
Weight only. They're not lifting heavy weights.
Come on. Let's be real here.
There are some people, just like guys, that don't lift too. I'm one of those people.
Yeah.
I just
Anyway,
run on
you
the
gotta
elliptices.
carb up to get ready for the big lift. And then when you're getting out of there, you need to pick me up.
Oh, wait,
You're
yeah.
freaking carb loading.
No, some people do that. They carb up before, a big gym session. And then
Yeah, it's called carb loading. I was
Yeah.
just like saying it's funny. It's I don't know if people do that anymore. I think that's kind of like antiquated. I'm not sure.
I think some people still do it. Like I know a friend of mine who does a lot of bulking before he goes into the gym during the spring.
No, carbing is like actually no. You know what? No, I guess it's real. But carbing is like literally like eating like rice or something like that, like literal carbs, before like like maybe an hour or something before you go to the gym, because it's a simple starch or simple sugars. You'll like digest it very quickly.
Okay.
It's like imagine you just took a bunch of sugar and then went to the gym instead.
I thought you mean like bulk, as in like bulking kind of a thing, where you do it for like 2 months or something before you go back to the gym.
Oh no, bulking people totally do. I was just talking about like carb loading, which is actual, just like literal eating carbs just before you go to the gym because you're like, I need energy.
are you getting flashing things on your screen? I think I'm seeing
sorry.
some weird
No,
flashing.
that's my bad.
You're alt tabbing around or something?
Yeah, I am minimizing
Yeah.
Chrome browser. That's why.
Right.
And Discord picks it up really easily, but not on the stream, luckily. Okay.
I saw it on your Discord stream.
Yeah. It shows up on Discord quite easily. I guess they don't have, because it's probably detecting other applications as well. That's probably the bigger issue. Mr. Wright?
Huh? What?
Are trials always like this with you? Like, you're swimming up from the bottom of the lake, about to reach the surface, and then you go back to the depths, kind of thing, where the volcanoes are. But no matter how hard you paddle, you never seem to get there.
Pretty much. Why, yes, it always feels like I'm dying.
I'm skipping that part.
So what happened to your sister anyway? Speaking of dying.
Wow, the sister has not died yet. Apparently she got called off to the judge's chambers.
Probably something to do with that piece of cloth.
So this is where we turn this trial around, huh? Right?
Not yet.
Our only weapon, a tiny insignificant piece of cloth. Yeah.
I'm the one who's starting to feel tiny and insignificant, to tell the truth.
I mean, he is.
Hola, partner.
Speaking of feeling tiny and insignificant.
They say you show a red cloth to a bull, it'll fire up its temper.
What a...
That's what they told me when I was a youngin', at least.
Officer Marshall!
Thought I'd come take a look, see how the trial's going. Looks like I'm late. They've got the home ranch locked down tighter than a fort in enemy territory. That hard to slip out, huh? What is going on over there anyway?
Yeah.
Oh, that hard to slip out, huh? What's
Oh,
going on
man,
over there anyway?
Phoenix. Whoops.
All the police I've seen these last 2 days have been really on edge.
Don't you got enough on your plate without worrying about other people, compadre? You could be worrying about the chief prosecutor's taste in mufflers, for example.
Officer Marshall? The whole muffler thing didn't have anything to do with scarves. She wasn't even wearing a scarf.
You don't say. Now, don't that just beat all?
What?
I've seen the red breeze blow at her slender neck many a time. I saw it that day, too. She was wearing a red muffler.
What?
At the award ceremony that afternoon. Edgeworth's seen it too, I'd reckon.
What does that mean? The piece of fabric in the muffler was her thing, maybe?
We don't
You
know yet.
photographed it never comes. She wasn't wearing a scarf.
So, Miss Star wasn't mistaken?
Well, it's about time.
It's a wrap.
Remember, partner, sometimes you gotta grab the bull by the horns.
What's he even saying?
And sometimes you just gotta let that bull go where it will. Time will tell.
Yeah, what is he saying? I don't understand this.
Does he have to do a thing? And sometimes you don't. Oh, gee, thanks for your cowboy wisdom, Mr. Cherokee. I have a bad feeling about this.
So, what are we swimming in now, Mr. Wright? Mr. Peabody?
If it's steak sauce, I can hook you up with some fine ribs. Hooey!
This guy's a real piece of work. Oh, yeah.
We're not in the 1700s. Wait, 1700s, right?
What?
1800s? I don't remember.
What are you talking about? This
I
is
don't
like
know what-
this is like the 20th century.
No, what he means is we're not in the cowboy era.
Oh, yeah.
I think that would be 1800s around.
Yeah, I feel like
Maybe 18th and 19th century.
Yeah, 18th and 19th. Probably.
I'd like to resume.
I'd like to resume. That's so plain.
Look, the judge keeps looking over at the prosecution.
Is something wrong, Mr. Edgeworth?
It doesn't look good.
Your face is blue. Your lips are purple. You're sweating bullets. That furrowed brow, those grinding teeth, those watery eyes.
What a description. You're
I
on.
want this as my portfolio picture. Profile picture.
What's more, your eyes are unfocused. You're doubled over. Your back is bent.
It can't be. This can't happen.
I wonder what happened. Oh, no, hang on.
I wonder what happened to Mr. Edgeworth. He's on edge.
Well then, I believe it is time we continue on with this trial. During our recess, I had requested that the prosecution.
This is unacceptable. I have to do a lot of shopping.
Blink, blink. It seems our prosecutor is quite beside himself.
I guess Seth can take over.
I bet you this is the lunch lady again.
Excuse me, knock knock. I don't know who this would be.
Hmm. Who's there?
Oh,
What the hell is this?
he looks like Satan, actually.
The name's Ligma.
Strange, stuffy aura seems to be filling the courtroom.
Why does he have a cross as a tie?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Like I said, he looks like he's evil in some way.
I don't remember him actually. Hey, the temperature rose 5.7 degrees when that man came in.
That's a lot.
And that's
that's-
huge.
Yeah, that is huge.
Who on earth is he? And how did he get in here?
So he just
It's you.
Just barged in.
Sorry, I had to turn down my side.
Saying it.
I'm gonna fucking stare at you, bitch.
Are you okay,
Oh,
sir?
there we go.
Oh, hehehe. I'm sorry I'm late, Uji. The road were packed. It's just me. Long time no see. Uji, have your
Oh,
been?
he's saying edgy with an accent.
Uji. No, I think
Uji.
that's the judge.
Uji?
I don't think it's Edgeworth.
Oh,
it's the
Uji.
judge.
Okay.
Uguay?
Okay.
Ugwe. Ujwe? Ugwe.
Ah, hello. No, I've been so busy.
Oh, it is the judge.
Busy. Smithy Uji. My boy, you have to make time to relax.
My boy.
Yes,
One of the
indeed.
Dimsdale Dimmadome.
Dim Sum Dimato.
Is he older?
I think the same age.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Uji seems to be his nickname for the judge.
I'm afraid you're right. I'm very afraid. I'm sorry, but who are you?
So you're right here with the attorney. I've heard good things about you, son.
Thanks, Grandpa. Thanks.
So sorry about our little worthy giving you all the trouble, eh?
Edgeworth?
You know, we should all go swimming together. Jolly time.
Little Worthy?
Mr. Wright.
Eating again.
Are you still eating that triple decker?
No, I'm eating in real life this time. You don't know the district chief of police?
Chief of Police? This guy?
He's the top ranking police officer in the entire district.
Yeah, I can see that.
Oh, well, yes, he does look like it. Oh god, he looks so weird.
Look at you. Name's God. Demon.
Damon.
Damon. God. Pleased to meet you, everyone.
Clearly, he's evil then, because he's a Damon.
Yeah.
But what's Gaunt?
I think it's like, a
What?
play on like it kind of sounds like giant demon.
I don't know.
Oh,
So,
maybe.
what do we owe this honor today? It's been over 2 years since you last came to this courtroom, hasn't it?
Wow.
Well, it's worthy here. Look at that poor fellow.
Just thought I'd help out by bringing this. The key.
I thought I'd help out by bringing out this.
Hey, that's.
My sister's muffler.
So Miss Star wasn't just seeing things. When the crime occurred, Miss Guy really was wearing that muffler.
I think that it was stuffed into that exhaust pipe. Older two with a card, no less.
Is red a running theme in this?
Yeah, apparently.
It's really quite embarrassing, even for us.
Well, what's this?
It's what you call a switchblade knife. Quite perplexed this.
Chief, what kind of outfit are you running?
Mr. Edgeworth. How? Oh, never mind.
How could they miss such a vital piece of evidence? If your investigators are this lax, how do you expect us to do our job?
No, wait, made it worthy. I'm telling you to wait. Or didn't you hear me?
Oh.
Ooh.
Now look at this document that I've just found. When I say blow, get ready to go. There's no mistake that there's a signature in there. Edge what mile width.
It's not fair. On the day of the crime, I had...
Your head's in the cloud because you got that award. I know how you feel. But the person you are in charge, but you're the person in charge, I'll expect a written apology.
Wow. What? What? Are you serious? I'm not a grade schooler.
Don't be too upset. You will just find a way to clean up this mess that you made.
This is sketchy.
This is the first time I've seen Mr. Edgeworth at a loss of words. Or words.
This kind of major blunder is unlike you, Mr. Edgeworth.
Wow.
The court accepts this new evidence. But I'd like to ask the defense a favor first.
Yes?
Just to be sure, I'd like to take a look at that blade of this knife.
The blade, Your Honor? Well, I don't see why not.
Could you open it up for me, I wonder?
Why me?
So he doesn't hurt himself. But you
Yes,
can hurt
well,
yourself.
I think that all you have to do is push that switch and... Ka-ching!
If I cut my finger, Mr. Wright, I wouldn't be able to pound my gavel.
Literally, you're right. It's because... Yeah, but if I cut my finger, I wouldn't be able to point it at people anymore. Edgeworth, why don't you open this switch, like?
Come on, just hurry up and open it.
Gotta do the investigation thing.
Yeah.
Why is Edgeworth in charge of an investigation?
He's not.
That's how shit works here, I guess. I
There-
think
no.
they put him on the investigation and then shuffled him off really quick, and then try and
He's not. He only signs the paper for the investigations of the approval of the evidences.
Oh,
Okay.
so they're just throwing him under the bus because it like that. Okay.
Yeah, he's the chief of police, so he doesn't.
He's not the
He's
chief.
doing.
The other guy's chief.
Yeah, no, I mean, what Gaunt is just putting him on a spot for being, as he's being a chief of police, basically a chief of dickheads.
Yeah.
What? Don't scare me like that.
I'm the one who's scared, so it bursts out.
Look at this knife blade. The tip is broken off.
And this dark red stain. What?
Taste it.
Taste blood?
You got a perfectly fine chemical analyzer in your head. Why not?
I suppose it's true that it does analyze chemicals, but not in that kind of way, I would say.
I'd say it is in that kind of way.
I don't know. I don't want to taste other people's diseases.
Nah, it's not.
This does not excuse the actions of the police department. I would like to hear an explanation from the chief of police himself.
I'm terribly sorry, but could I ask you to testify for us about the split between the prosecution and the police and this knife? Wow, they put the
The
clapping SFX in there.
Yeah, I guess.
Sure thing. Not a problem. Not even a little one, really.
I'm getting psychopath vibes off of this
Yeah,
guy.
it's definitely
Crazy.
a little bit too cheery.
Not
Well,
even
he-
psychopath like
He
Red
wears
White of
gloves.
Blue Industries
Sure,
wasn't.
sure things, not a problem. Not even a really little one, really.
Red White of Blue Corp or whatever. He wasn't a psychopath. Like he was an asshole, yeah, but he wasn't like a psychopath. This guy is a. So I'm getting psychopath vibes.
He also wears gloves
Yeah.
What does that mean?
in a courtroom
So
while doing like I don't know.
well, everybody in this game has exactly one character model. So I
Yeah.
wouldn't put too much stock in that.
This knife is special, but I can't say how here. Unless there's evidence to prove a connection between this knife and Goodman. That was a bad day for the department. We weren't in any shape to do an investigation. A detective was killed at the police department. Let's see, what a mess. The time of crime, 5:15. Scary coincidence, eh? It's not officially linked to this here case, so I can't talk much about it.
There was a murder at the police department? A detective?
That's a hush-hush information, Georgie. We hadn't exactly had an announcement. Oh, not yet.
Wait a second. Is it 5:15? That's the exact time that Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office.
Order.
Anyway, we at the department, we're all a little flustered, as you might well assume. We're in the middle of a top-secret investigation. You know, despite me talking about it. Don't tell no one, okay?
I think we understand the police department's situation. Well, Mr. Wright?
It's totally not aired or
Two
anything.
detectives killed at the same time in two different places.
What if those two were actually the same guy?
What? Same guy?
The chances of that are really slim, scientifically speaking, of course. Yeah, what if?
I'd like to exercise my right to cross-examine the witness.
Very well. However, keep your questions focused on the case at hand. Honestly, this guy's testimony was really disjointed. It didn't feel like it was all part of the same paragraph.
Yeah, I agree.
This knife is special, but I can't say how yet. Wait, no.
Yeah, you already said it. It's okay. Don't need to repeat it.
I'm gonna take this opportunity to take a few bites.
Yep, go for it.
Alright, next. There's evidence to prove a connection between this knife and Goodman. That's a bad day for. Yeah, he is disjointed.
Why did he bring the knife here in the first place? He's not told us why he brought the knife here at all. Like, we could obviously deduce that maybe it's the one that killed the guy. Yeah, but he hasn't said it.
No, just read it.
Found at the crime scene wrapped in
Oops, sorry.
Defendant's muffler, small tag attached. Alright.
Okay, so this might be like, oh, it was trying to cover up some other kind of crime. Or some other kind of thing.
This obviously this means that whoever killed a person killed both.
Mm-hmm.
Because if both murder weapon was found at, like, if two murder happened in two different places, but the murder weapon found in the same spot, that means they are 100% made by two of the same guys, or at least.
How were they killed with this knife? How are they killed with this knife, and then their knife found? Well, I guess maybe the knife was placed late.
It can't be fun.
Yeah, it couldn't be done. All right, the detective was killed at the police department. See, what a mess.
Doesn't this look familiar?
6, 7, 5, 12, 2. Not to me.
No.
What if you flip this backwards?
You mean upside down?
Yeah.
5, no, SL 9.
February
Two.
21.
21.
Now, what does this say?
SL-9.
Yeah, you're right. SL 9.
SL-9.
What is it?
2/12. Or 2 out of 21. 2/21.
How do we connect them?
You will have to press a moment.
No, unless there's an evidence to prove a connection between the knife and Goodman.
Oh,
There
okay,
it
then
is.
yeah, good then. That was fast.
Yeah.
Wait a second.
Last and last goodness objection.
You didn't press on anything. That was really fast.
This knife. This has something to do with Detective Goodman. This has something to do with Detective Goodman. Sorry, I didn't do that one right.
What do you mean?
Aha, and honest to goodness, what do you mean from Edgy? This is great.
The tag on the knife. It reads SL9-2.
And this is important. Why?
Oh, and honest to goodness, and this is important. Why? Over here, we
Put
also
an
have a
honest
memo.
to goodness boot in your ass.
Over here, we also have a memo that was on the body of the victim. They're trying to get us to like pin more stuff on her accidentally. They're going to like try and put this memo on her as well.
What's this? It's a trap. 6 minus 7s. 12/2.
Yeah, I feel like it's a trap card.
Your Honor, it's upside down. What?
Upside.
It is kind of weird that it's upside down, huh?
The printed name on the memo makes it look like it's right side up. But turn it around, and what do you get?
The blank side of the paper.
Not wrong.
I see.
That would
I
be so
see.
funny, actually. Like a dumb joke. Whoever wrote this paper was holding the paper upside down.
SL-9. That's the same thing that's on the tag. It's written
Thanks,
on the knife
Dave.
tag. Order. Well, Chief,
Ah, well. I guess the cat's out of the bag. You win, righto.
I win? What's this guy's what game is this guy playing at?
the game he's playing is called Phoenix Wright. He's playing us.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks.
I think maybe he's testing us or something. I don't know what the hell he's doing.
Yeah, I actually don't know what to do now.
Start pressing things, don't you?
Well, we'll see what he says exactly. So this knife was stolen?
Yes, but on the day of the murder.
There was evidence, you say. Was it in fact a murder weapon?
Nice. Good show, Littleworthy. It was a murder weapon, as it so happens.
Laughing and clapping your hands.
It was evidence, oh fuck. It was evidence from a case long since solved case. Wait, it was...
Fine.
So this knife was stolen on the day of the murder. And it was found in the exhaust pipe of Edgeworth's car.
Hard to think there is a connection there.
Something happened at the police department too, huh?
You got a good look in your eyes there, Righto, my boy. Sharp, hungry, like a gazelle.
So, what?
That's kind of psychopathic thing to say.
So something did happen. Why wasn't I informed?
Well, weren't you informed? Well, why didn't you ask?
How the fuck am I supposed to know to ask?
That's how it works. What the fuck?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that really isn't how that works.
I understand you were busy. What's with all the later case and all?
Well, what happened? What happened at the police department that day? On the same day that a detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot. Another detective was killed at the police department? Oh my god. There's something up with this guy. There is absolutely something up
That's
with
a fact. Surprising, isn't it, Uji? Watch out, you're on the edge.
I'm at a loss for words.
And the perpetrator? Do you have a suspect?
Well, there was a suspect, just to estimate fact.
It's gonna be. Is it gonna be?
Wait here for a second.
It's
yeah,
gonna
hold
be the
Gumshoe?
gumshoe or something.
Oh my god.
I could imagine.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it could be.
But there's still a lot of unanswered questions. Maybe you could help, Righto.
You know what's gonna happen is that it's gonna try and make it look like she was killing Goodman to try and cover something up. Like Goodman stole the knife and he was gonna open some sort of case and she killed him to keep it closed or something. But then it's actually gonna be something else.
Maybe.
Yeah, something like that.
That's my prediction.
I suppose I could help if you help me by giving me data on your case.
Good one, little sharp kid. Okay, here's the deal. I'll tell you one thing, and only one thing only.
Know when the victim died was 5:15.
Yeah. So we know
You
when
know-
the victim died.
The victim
the
was
victim was
probably
killed.
found at the police department. We technically don't know how the victim was killed, but we know from like the starting animation that they were stabbed, probably.
Yep.
Yeah. I think where the victim was found would be the best option because we don't know where in the police department.
Yeah, like in the evidence room or wherever could help place it.
Yeah.
They'll be like, oh, Lena was visiting that very place that day.
Yeah, exactly.
Sure.
So tell me, where was the victim found?
Well, I can't speak on where the corpse was found. But I can say that the crime took place in the evidence room at the police department.
The evidence room. Maybe you guys should get some cameras in there to stop people from attacking each other in the evidence room.
Yeah, it's not like
Really?
anything.
But he says he can't tell us where the body was found.
Because the body was not found in
The
the
crime happened in the evidence room, but the body ended up somewhere else.
Yeah.
That's what the
fishy
implication is.
AF. Why can't he tell us where the body was found?
I don't know. It's police business.
Whoa, wait a second, I have heard of that.
The evidence room? Didn't he mention that in his testimony just now?
This is a knife was evidence in the case. It was stolen from the department evidence room.
I wonder what kind of branching stuff we just did there
There's a
I-
connection between the two cases.
with that question.
I don't know.
I really don't know. You seem happy,
Maybe
Mr. Ray. Go on.
Maybe it would just sort of corner us in, saying like, "Sorry, I can't answer that."
Happy. We just got our ticket. We just got handed our ticket
It's
to go
Phoenix.
down on this case.
Oh, sorry. Happy? We just got handed our ticket to go to town on this case. With the link between the two cases established, we finally have some leverage. He's playing us, I think. I think something suspicious is happening.
Mm-hmm.
Now we can get Gant to testify about the details.
Oop. My bad. I was going to press on that, but I clicked A instead.
What is A?
Continue.
Okay. Wait, what does A do?
A is the controller. That knife, what was it doing there? I better check this knife out. Oh, that was okay. So I guess which one would be that we're supposed to press?
We
wait,
had a
I
link
guess-
between the two cases because the evidence room.
Right. So I guess it would be that one.
The defense's position is simply this. The connection between these two cases has already been proven.
You don't say. Well, out with it, Wright. What's your connection? Aside from everything we just mentioned.
Yes, out with it, right?
Hold on, bear with me for a second.
Thanks, Joe.
Aside from the fact that the murder happened at the same time, with both detective of the fucking police department.
Who's Droop Dog?
What?
Somebody in chat named Droop Dog. That's a pretty good name.
Just some guy, probably.
Yeah. Man, you know, Jonah.
Yeah?
I tried to make another whiskey sour thing the other day, and it didn't go so well. I added too much lemon juice.
Why drinking
Too much sour in the whiskey sour.
Yeah. But then like a quarter of the way through the drink, I just added a little bit more whiskey and it perked right up to good standard.
I'm like fucking drunk all night.
So how is a whiskey sour, anyways?
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's strong. you know. Whoa.
The connection is. George, you back?
Yeah, I am.
All right. The connection is a place mentioned in the testimony we just heard.
What were you guys talking about?
Whiskey
Ethan was
sour.
talking about making a whiskey sour.
Oh, okay.
That's also there.
The knife was found in the lock. Was stolen. From the police department's evidence room.
Is Seth talking to himself?
No,
Beth is talking to somebody.
Okay.
Yep. Not to mention, the victim had on him the case number on the knife's evidence tag.
And we also know that detective murdered at the police department was killed in that very same evidence room.
Indeed. There do seem to be too many connections for it to be a coincidence.
Look at that stare.
Yeah. This guy.
Psychopath
You two make a
stares, man.
good pair.
You two make a good pair. It took my men 2 days to find out what you deducted right here. Kinda fucking sad.
That is sad. Chief,
Yeah, dude, chief.
I request that you release your information on the victim at the police department.
See, that's a tricky part. It hadn't been announced at all. You see, and all that shit.
Can we get the information unofficially?
Why is it so hard to get information? I thought this is connected.
Sure, why not? That's all I'm talking.
Sure, why not?
Uh,
Really?
who would have guessed? Okay.
Yes. If you're going to tell us a little, why not tell us everything?
Well, case information is sticky stuff. Sticky. You have to do everything properly.
Sticky.
Oh well, I guess I might as well try to get what I can out of it. What do you guys think we should do?
If we get his ID number, we might be able to ask Gumshoe who he is.
Okay. That's logical enough.
Okay, how about you tell me the victim's ID number? Why not? It's not like you'll be able to tell us who it is from that.
It's not like there's some idiot detective out there who would just
Sure,
blab
why not?
everything
It's not
to
like you'll
you.
be able to you'll be able to tell who it is from.
Just from that dialogue from Seth, it's like midway through, he's like spitting out laughter already.
Of course not. You won't tell me their name after all.
You keep a tight lid on ID numbers, so don't go getting your hopes up.
Right. No detective ever releases them. Except for, you know.
The number is 5842189.
Let me write that down real quick.
You don't need to.
What? Goodman was murdered at the police department.
Then he.
Well,
Okay.
wait.
Well. Right. This is the only ID number we've ever seen, actually, in the whole game.
Yeah,
So-
Hold
it
it.
makes sense.
Well, that's quite long.
It's the ID number.
Surely we wouldn't know
Surely
who
you
that
don't
is.
have
Not in this
500,000.
lifetime.
And we have to remember these. It drives me nuts.
8-2. I can't do it.
You didn't even get the first number right.
I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. My RAM is fully loaded. Well, Mr. Wright, does this tell you anything?
It actually does, Your Honor. They didn't murder victim. This tells me something. Actually, Your Honor, it does. I think.
Meaning?
Oh, come on. We don't need
I'll
this
tell you
shit.
what I think it is. What does this mean?
Well, let's hear what the defense has to say. You say the ID number of the detective who was murdered at the police department tells you something. What does it tell you?
What?
You got cut off halfway through witness. What is it,
Oh,
Mr.
sorry.
Wright?
What? Yeah.
You're grinning like a schoolgirl on prom night.
Thanks for that, Judge. No, I just got confused. Edgeworth, you fucking bitch ass. Meet me outside, Edgeworth. There's gonna be a third murder in this fucking case, you son of a bitch. Keep on
This
throwing
is-
out barbs. Oh my god.
You got a problem with that?
That's
Phoenix?
Edgeworth's superpower, man. He's
You're
always
lucky your
there.
suit's red, Edgeworth.
Edgeworth is a living, like, got him. You know what I mean? He's like gonna lick us.
Got him. This is news how.
Huh?
Just come out with both guns blazing like you always do.
Fine. I will.
Yeah, that's literally what Phoenix is doing.
Two places, two detectives murdered at one time. Two places, one detective murdered at the same time. Actually, I happen to have a police ID number here.
Oh ho. Is it yours?
What?
No, it's not mine. No, Your Honor, I'm a defense attorney, remember?
This is page.
This is the ID number of our victim, Detective Goodman.
Mission info. Nice.
Shame on you, Raito. Personal IDs are top secret.
Well, then maybe he shouldn't have lost it by dying.
Wow.
Detective Goodman's ID is 5842189.
Hmm.
And this means what exactly?
Oh my fucking god!
Judge, I don't know what to do with you.
I have to listen to 5 of these courts every day. Don't judge me.
Maybe you, yeah, but what, you're supposed to judge victims then?
Yes. Wait, that ID number we heard from the chief earlier. That started with 82. I've forgotten.
Seth is like muting himself. Motherfucker,
Did not start with 82, it's the same one, Judge. Little
I got
little dickhead.
You get a spell.
You didn't even get the first number right again. The number the chief of police gave us was 5842189.
Wait a second, right? Are you telling me that you're firing off your pistols right now?
Me? That's what I want to know. The two ID numbers are identical. In other words, the detective killed in the police department's evidence room was Bruce Goodman. What does our witness think about that?
Why is this so... Why is he so climatic?
I wonder if this guy is, but if this is part of his plan. What's the next step in your master plan?
Oh, sharper's attack.
Yes, it is the next step in his master plan.
I really need...
Right, sharper's attack.
I really need to give Seth somebody else that's not an antagonist-like character. This is really...
He's good at antagonists, though.
It's true.
Yeah, I'm
You
good
are
at doing
really
wacky characters.
But wait, Detective Goodman is our victim. He was killed at 5:15 in the underground parking lot.
Yet, a detective, Bruce Goodman, was also killed at the police department. In the evidence room at the exact same time.
That's impossible. So what you were saying is, the same person was killed at the same time. I'm just repeating your words.
Yeah.
An incomplete different location, I'm still repeating them.
Order. Chief, what does this mean?
No order.
What does this mean?
I object your order. No, what I want to know is, why didn't I hear about this? Yeah, seriously, why didn't I hear about this? Yes, it's top secret, fine, but I'm the prosecutor in charge of the case.
Now, just wait a second, Weathing. No need to get all flustered.
Your Honor, the police department has made a grave error in this case.
Wait. I said wait. Or didn't you hear me?
Uh-oh. He's getting serious now.
Ooh.
The oversight, the grave error,
Was yours.
that you effed with, they're yours. Well,
Wow. What? How? How dare you?
we informed you yesterday. I believe it was our Officer Meekins who brought you the news.
Meekins? Oh, that guy that he got dismissed.
Okay, fair enough. Officer Meekins? Mr. Wright, where have we heard that name before? Wait! Aha! The one who trips.
Excuse me, but is Mr. Edgeworth anywhere on the premises? I'm here, sir, at the request of Chief Sir. I've got your report, sir.
You don't mean him?
According to Meekins, you didn't accept the report. Hard to believe.
But your officer, he told me. He said that report had nothing to do with the incident. To do with Lana Sky incident. Wow, I can't believe I couldn't do.
Detective Bruce Goodman murdered in the police department evidence room. Miss Edgeworth, the victim name is written on the top of the report.
Why didn't your officer tell me? Honestly, I'm not sure if that officer was capable of making the connection. Yeah.
He is. Oh my god. Sad.
Oh, look at the symbol on his hat.
Oh yeah, is it the police symbol?
Yeah,
it
it's the
is.
same one as on the chest of that guy.
Okay.
Gant.
Demon gang.
In any case, this is a serious error. A gross negligence on duty on your part, Worthy.
But, sir, you could have submitted that report this morning to the court as evidence. Then as I echo.
This guy's got to hate one of her prosecutors or something.
So such luck this time, Worthy, or should I say unworthy?
Oh fucking god. Does he though?
Yeah, I'm betting it.
I feel like he sounds like the type of guy who would murder somebody.
I don't know,
Yeah,
maybe it's
but-
in the name.
Demon
Gang?
gang.
Demon.
Damon Gant.
Yeah, Damon.
It feels like a play on giant
Gigant?
God.
or God.
I don't know
Damon
what God
G?
means. I don't know what Gaunt means though.
I think it's a Gantt generator or something.
Oh, maybe.
It was a Gantt chart. That's the thing.
Oh yeah, Gantt chart. The Gantt?
Now, what was that second rule of evidence?
Well, Mr. Wright,
Oh, well, it's
unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on the trial. How is this rule relevant? Technically it is, actually.
Normally, you submit a list of evidence to be used in a trial or before the trial. This report wasn't on that list.
So, what does this mean?
that means it's relevant.
I couldn't submit this evidence until a connection was proven in court.
That's bullshit.
It's logical, though.
It's logical bullshit. Which
Yeah.
is lawyers speak for.
Yeah.
Got him.
The connection
Or
was
Edgeworth,
proven
man.
by right over here.
Edgeworth's really getting put through the ringer.
Yeah, he's getting wrung out.
Yep.
Right, good job, right, my boy.
Yes.
Huh? I was just doing my job.
Rubbing your ego like no tomorrow.
No. Is he going to get a paid deduction? Because I think Edgeworth deserves a paid deduction.
It
not
seems we
Meekins.
have come to the end of this trial. I really hate this guy with his
This
I
guy
know
Not
you're going
real.
through a
It's
tough
a
time
little
there
bit-
with all these rumors and shit.
Sorry, what did you guys say?
Yeah, we're all talking at once. I said I hate this guy and his fake sympathy.
Fair enough.
That's it.
I was saying, well, I know you're going through a tough time there, Worthy, with all the You're even in the defender's chair just this past December.
I apologize for this terrible lack of due diligence on my part.
Oh, he's eating it. Mr. Edgeworth.
Please, just give me one day. I'll get to the bottom of what happened. If it's the last thing I do. Oh well, you're gonna eat your words.
You better get results this time, really, even though we're the police and you're just a prosecutor.
It's true.
Yeah.
He's not supposed to get anything.
This is a lawyer, not an investigator. I don't fucking know what's going on here.
Yeah, I don't know.
This should be handled internally within the prosecutor's office, not to the behest of the police or whatever.
Yeah, but he doesn't need to do the investigation for the police.
Yeah.
You have found my profound apologies, sir. Poor Edgeworth.
I don't think there's ever been an error this serious in the history of this court. I will grant one further day as the prosecution has requested. Will that be sufficient, Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Whatever your punishment for this is, for your sake, I hope it's not decisive. Very well. Court is adjourned.
Adjourned.
Whoa.
Oh, this is the first time that we actually have to do a two-parter.
No, just
Mr. Wright, so, what's going on with the case anyway? I'm a little confused.
Huh? Let me see. What is going on? The victim, Detective Bruce Goodman, was stabbed to death. He died in the prosecutor's parking lot and police department's evidence room.
What's this and the evidence room part? The prosecutor's office and the police department are 30 minutes apart by car. That's really far.
Well, that's what we're going to find out. Or try to, at least.
Alright, let's do it.
Glad she's in good spirits.
To help out. Don't be so sure, Mr. Wright.
Huh?
Look, we're in this together, right? Approve that these thick-rimmed glasses of mine aren't just for show. Let's go. Science awaits us. You know, I really don't think we should worry about the police department murder. There wasn't even a body found there. Who cares?
What? Yeah, it was only our victim who was killed in the evidence room. No biggie.
Besides, my sister would never do such a thing. I know it.
That's not how that works.
Yeah. Oh, he's starting. My sister erasing evidence at the crime scene? Never. Oh my god.
Even though she says they don't get along, Emma really likes her sister.
That's not it at all. It's just, we're both professionals at what we do, and I trust her.
Big words for a high school student.
Well. Oh.
Whether there was blood on the floor or not, the water in that oil drum washed it all away.
Ignore the strength of my science at your own peril, Mr. Wright.
Huh? What's that grin for?
The situation calls for one thing, and that is luminol testing fluid.
She has access to blood testing shit the police doesn't. That's so BS. Huh? Luminol?
Blood is sticky stuff, you know? You can't just wash it away with a little water. It's true. Even if you can't see it, it's still there.
But wouldn't the police have already done those tests?
Never trust anyone's eyes but your own, Mr. Wright. Let's give it a try.
Alright.
Yeah, can I spray you?
Me? Why do I have
That's when
to?
that girl made sense. You know, don't trust anybody's eyes but your own.
It's true.
Especially with all the shit that we've seen.
Yeah, especially
Yeah.
with what how kind of fucked the police are.
The justice
like,
system.
Exactly, with Meekins. No, I'm kidding around. Meekins a good guy.
The way he like slaps his hand to his head is whack.
What's wrong with him doing that? He's a good guy.
He's like way too high strung. Alright.
I'm a minor. I can't even drink yet.
Testing blood stains with this stuff, not drinking it. Lady.
Here, look. I'll lend you these glasses.
It like distorts the screen and turns it pink and everything like that. Huh? You had an extra pair of these things?
Yeah.
Oh my god, it does. How am I supposed to see blood with this thing?
Yeah. Maybe it's gonna turn blue.
Yeah, that's the point of the glasses.
Why does she have blood testing glasses as a high school student?
Because she's a forensic investigator high school student.
And
Man,
you can
it
actually
is-
get these glasses, you know, quite easily.
For testing blood?
Not for just blood. They have these types of red glasses, similar to like how you would utilize 3D glasses from back in the day, the red and blue glasses.
Yeah.
They're very similar, actually.
For what? What are they for?
You know, good question. I don't know. That's the one thing I don't know.
I
Test
mean,
for...
they're just tinted sunglasses.
Yeah, pretty much.
So they're not used for anything other than fashion. They're when you said you could get them, I thought they were like for some special purpose. It's like, why is
I-
forensic gear in the store?
I don't know.
Press B to spray now. Okay. There we go.
Man,
There it is. I can see her eyes shining behind those glasses. So this is a blood stain.
It's
Emma, you're shaking. Or Emma, you're shaking.
it's just this is my first time seeing real. First of all, it's not like, you know.
It's not really there.
Yeah, it's just what's the
Scientific investigation in action.
what's the blood thing? It's like the plasticize or something. I don't remember what it's called.
Plasma?
plasma,
Yeah, the plasmas. I think that's what
red
it is,
blood
right?
cells. Blood is made
No.
up of a number of things. I don't know what you're talking about.
Never mind. Okay, well, we definitely know that this is a blood stain. Doesn't something strike you as odd, scientifically speaking? Of course.
What's odd about this? Scientifically.
The amount of blood.
The amount of blood. There's not much.
Yeah, there's not a lot.
The perpetrator and Detective Goodman fought here, right? Don't you think there'd be a little more blood?
she's way too cheerful for this. I definitely think so. I mean, look at all the blood on the sole of the victim's shoe.
It is pretty strange.
That guy's
It
shoe
says-
is
I feel like that blood spot is Lana's blood.
maybe.
Maybe. Are we able to test that?
I don't think so. If it's washed away.
If they fought here, there'd have to be more blood than this.
Hey, Mr. Wright, I'm gonna mark up the floor plan when we find a blood stain, okay? So we're gonna just go around spraying things.
Hey,
Yeah.
Jonah,
Yeah?
if she had a Digimon, what do you think? Which one do you think it would be?
She would have, like...
Renamon. No, I'm kidding.
No.
Lunamon.
Luna.
Which one is Lunamon?
It's
I'm
from
gonna search that one up.
It's from a Digimon Stories game on the DS, 3DS, I believe.
I don't know many, but I think she would have, like, a rabbit Digimon.
Oh.
One of those.
Oh, I know a good rabbit Digimon.
Are you talking about the tall one that we saw that one time?
Yeah, that one's great.
Patamon. Sorry, not Patamon.
It's
Rabbidsmon.
like
Terriermon.
I don't know. I don't know.
It's
Uh,
not
Lot-
No, it's not
Terriermon.
Terriermon. Not Terriermon.
in the rookie level, it looks exactly like Terriermon. Yeah,
Lotmon.
yeah, Lopmon. That's it. I think.
I think it's Lopmon, yeah.
It's one of the rookie forms of Lotmon. Sometimes they fail to mention evidence that doesn't fit with their view of the case.
Sometimes they fail to mention evidence that doesn't fit their view of the... Then let's drag out that hidden evidence out into the light of day. This way I need to go see something.
Oh, jeez. Antilamon is like the full evolution of Lopmon, the tall one. They really just dumped everything into these things, didn't they? You know, it's like, damn, you know, we got a cool thing here. What else do we need? Horns. What else? Give it big ass ears. What else? Make it tall as fuck. Give him really huge hands. Make it look like a doll. Give it like mega knives and superpowers and shit.
Man, I could have sworn I had a ball with me somewhere here. Guess I should give this spray on anything suspicious. Quick, spray!
I had myself muted. Quick, spray him! I wonder how that fluid of yours would react to a nice deli box.
You'd probably light up like a Jackson Pollock painting if I sprayed you. Huh?
What do you...
Wow, so aggressive. Miss Star! You only trust your own eyes, hmm? Not bad, you two. Dude, I would love that box. Give me that.
Day old.
You know what? I'm okay with this. Day old sashimi, give me that shit.
Okay.
I'm down for it. Sorry, it's just...
Sorry, that kind of lead... That kind of lead in doesn't really get my mouth watering.
Maybe I should go for sashimi next time.
Especially coming from someone like this, like
You know, for that girl, the Digimon I was thinking of is Tentomon, the one from Digimon Adventure, the bug.
Oh yeah,
Phantom.
Hercules-mon?
Wait, you mean the one that's like that
Is
beetle?
that the evolution? Hercules?
Yeah, that's the Mega form.
Oh yeah.
You're talking about the one that's like a beetle and it's like when it's kind of like small walking around.
Yeah, it's like a little beetle walking around, and it's with the nerdy kid.
Mhm.
And then the evolution, the champion form is Kabuteramon. It looks like a
Kabuteramon.
friggin' it's fucking fuck.
Yeah, like the one that turns into a mecha sometimes. Yeah.
I don't know
But,
about
wait, no,
Mac.
that's Digimon Tamers. I think you're thinking of Terriermon. He turns into a gigantic ass robot.
Oh, okay, yeah.
This
Yeah.
is from the Digimon Adventure, where
first
it's
season.
a bug, and then it turns into like a giant bug with a stag horn,
Yeah, you're
Yep.
right.
stag beetle horn,
Yep.
giant beetle.
Yep.
God,
Yep.
it's fucking scary actually. It looks like a freaking xenomorph almost.
I gotta go look this up. Kabu Terriermon?
Yep.
Kabuteramon.
Oh, yeah, that one when he's like fucking super spooky.
Yeah.
Oh.
You certainly put me in a tight spot today.
My apologies, Miss Starbuck.
No, it's okay. It was my fault. Oh, we know. I witnessed everything from that security room right there, but I was afraid that wouldn't sound convincing enough. You see, I was wrong to think that. I'm sorry. Wow. Sorry. Lied. You lied. You big fat phony. You lied on the witness stand. That's unforgivable.
Yeah, that's actually a crime.
Yeah, that is actually. Little girl, don't
Like-
forget what's important here. Even if the place I witnessed the events was different, I still saw what I saw. Yeah, I guess. I saw Chief Prosecutor Sky stab a man in cold blood, and that testimony still stands. What if she stabbed her hand, and not actually him?
Well, why would she be stabbing at him anyways?
I swear on my honor as a detective. Well, you don't really have an honor as a detective. You were fired.
Not anymore, lady.
I know this photograph has something important to tell, but what? So you were a detective, weren't you, Miss Star? Yes, it was a long time ago. Well, 2 years ago. No matter how hardened the criminal, when they faced me, they coughed it up.
The way she says that, coughed it up.
Miss Star, do you realize how inappropriate that sounds? It's like all these years she never knew. What?
Maybe Phoenix Wright just has a dirty mind.
Nah.
They
Phoenix
confessed.
Wright's a perfect job.
They babbled like babies. You know, I may seem like a demon sometimes, but I can be an angel too.
I wouldn't doubt it.
I think you should. Every day I drag the dirt out of the mouths of suspect after suspect.
The way she says that, so weird. Like, is anyone else getting weird?
Yeah, it's like 75% of the way to an innuendo, but it's never 100%, right?
Yeah. She must be a nurse. She has to be a nurse.
S?
Yeah, sadistic.
Oh.
And before long, they called me the cough-up queen. Here I thought someone had forgotten food. And here I thought someone had gotten food poisoning from your lunches.
And you were let go or fired?
I don't feel like saying that. It's all because of that case, SL9 incident.
The same one on the knife.
Tell 9? Wait, she doesn't mean.
How do we do
Not
the?
the
Oh,
knife.
okay. So we just gotta do that. Well, let's do the.
You're gonna present the knife for the note.
Yeah. What do you think about this? The SL9 incident is written on that knife. And on that note, oh, she figured that out. Goodman was the head detective on that case, you know? Really? That knife was evidence from that case murder weapon. It was due for transferal the very day that Goodman was killed. As I suspected, SL9 isn't over yet. Not over yet. Not yet.
Do you think you could tell us more about the SL9 incident?
Huh? He's not gonna tell us more about the incident.
Yeah, I was like so confused. Hold on, is this one then? Okay. Okay. Yeah. We already all read this.
No, what?
What?
That's it. You're
Yeah.
just gonna stand there, bitch.
He is absolutely gonna stand there.
Bitch. He is absolutely gonna stand there.
Damn it. Fine.
Whoa.
Sorry, this is the wrong thing. I mean,
Oh yeah. Nice.
One on there too. Do the control panel to the left.
this one?
Yeah. I don't know.
Door? Nah. We're spraying my car with toxic chemicals, right? The paint job! No!
This is actually fun.
Pixel hunting?
Yeah, he's pixel hunting.
Yeah.
Is there any more like areas around? Yeah, like maybe down, maybe there's more steps anywhere. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to see, but apparently there's not.
Yeah, it seems like that's it.
I thought it would be like on B side too. Might be because there's a possibility, but oh well.
This blood must be from when Lana.
No, my sister isn't the murderer.
But she did call you, didn't she? At the time of the crime? And her right hand is bandaged.
Hey, just whose side are you on?
This has nothing to do with taking sides.
It's true.
So that means that Lana's blood is on this. Just keeps getting worse.
Okay. She won't talk about.
Did we get the file for the new case that happened at the police department?
No.
No, we didn't get any file for that. Just
Okay.
yet.
No.
Hmm.
I want to try this again. See if she'll tell us.
Nope, she's just being
Damn it.
vernacular, like to
Ah.
call.
Okay, let's go
Go to the
somewhere
police.
else.
Let's go to the detention center. See if we can talk to Lana again.
Who was arrested for that though? I bet you it's something like gumshoe. Wouldn't that be crazy?
Huh. Looks like Miss
Looks
Sky
like
is.
this.
Yep,
Looks
go
like
for it.
this guy is in question.
I hope the detectives aren't yelling at her.
I'm sure she could handle it.
How did you kill him? In 2 places at the same time. Can you imagine? Yeah, I can.
How is she supposed to answer that?
It's gonna turn out.
Turns out she actually stabbed her hand and not Goodman.
It's gonna turn out that Goodman is part of the secret government program to send people in the past to stop terrible things from happening before they happen in order to like do some shit. I don't know, right?
He's a Terminator?
No. He's sent back to stop the Terminator.
Okay, so he's like the original what's his
He's
name?
like, who did they send back?
Yeah, the original guy, I forget his name,
Reese.
but yeah.
They sent back
Officer
Sergeant
Reese.
Reese or something.
Yeah. What's his name? Yeah, Reese.
Reese.
I don't think that's in this one. Maybe in Dual Destinies.
What?
Hmm?
There's a time travel in Dual Destinies?
It's not really, but they have a time trial case.
Oh my god. Oh my god. That was just a joke.
Well,
But
I
okay.
mean, yeah. Where's Goodman? Oh, I mean, where's what's his face? Dick Gumshoe. I want Dick Gumshoe here.
Wow, everyone looks deadly serious here.
Well, there was a vicious murder of a detective down at the police department.
Yes, but the same detective was also killed at the same time in the prosecutor's lot.
It makes my head hurt.
Well, first things first, let's go check out the police department crime scene.
Yes, you sound dead set on investigating. I mean,
Well, yeah, I would be.
nobody's telling me shit, so we might as well do it ourselves. But don't mess up, or we could wind up dead. Thanks.
I doubt anyone wants more mysterious or dead bodies around here right now. Oh god, could you imagine?
Spraying.
Could you imagine?
Huh. I found look, the fluid is reacting to stuff all over this keyboard. I wonder what it could be.
Hey, isn't that the Gumshoe's keyboard?
Hmm.
Is that Gumshoe in the background?
Hmm?
It looks like Gumshoe in the background.
I don't see Gumshoe.
Hello?
Hello?
Hi.
Jenna?
It's even busier here today than it was yesterday.
Detectives are running around so fast they're blurring. It's called motion blur.
I suppose it makes sense. A detective did get killed here after all.
Usually you want to turn that motion blur off. It's terrible. So the evidence room, the scene of the crime. According to the pamphlet, we got at the front desk. Here it is.
She's like a kid in an amusement park. I wonder what she thinks about the dancing thing.
Oh, real crime scene. Let's go look up. Take a look. Wow.
Wow. She is like a kid in an amusement park.
Let's do this.
Wow.
Could you imagine just tons of blood on it because like Gumshoe's not good at building things, so he hurt himself a lot.
I mean, it's a possibility.
That thing dancing is creepy.
It is. I thought there would be blood because somebody has to have carried Goodman from here to the car.
Is it still dancing?
I think if you examine it, it will be.
I don't want to.
Examine it. Come on. Could be important evidence.
The blue badger still dancing.
There you
Oh,
go.
it is. Never mind.
Here we go. Important evidence.
I'm skipping
Let's
this.
There's a whole police department.
Can I take his batteries?
Go ahead.
I just can't help but feel he's going to do something naughty. What? Oh, okay.
Blue Badger. I don't know.
He's the blue badger, though.
He's Sonic.
Yeah, he's Sonic the blue badger.
Oh, he's
Legally
Sonic the
distinct.
Hedgehog.
Legally distinct.
Legally distinct blue vermin.
This is peculiar. I wonder who.
My God, this guy drinks a lot of alcohol.
Oh yeah, you're right.
on
He's
the
got fucking tequila.
fucking
Something in this place.
job too. What the hell, man? You're not supposed to be drinking on the job.
Listen.
I thought about that. I mean, like, I'm
Listen
sitting
here,
here
little
at
missy.
home.
Keeps me sharp.
Keeps me sharp.
Keeps me sharp. Keeps me on my toes. It's cold and lonely all up here outside the evidence.
Very eccentric. This is the kind of Californian that moves to Texas.
According to the pamphlet, this is the guard station for the evidence room.
It was the frickin' Cowboy McGee guy. God.
He seems to have been stabbed with a large Bowie knife. I wonder who could have done it.
Witnesses said they heard a yeehaw. Sure seems that way.
It sure seems that way. Oh, what's wrong? Those cacti, they're so prickly, so imposing, it's hard to think straight.
If you can't handle the cacti, stay out of the desert, as they always say. What I want to know is, if this is a guard station, where's the guard?
I have a feeling I know who he is already. Yeah, I wonder who that is. Can we just go into the evidence room already?
The evidence room is beyond that door. Just walk in.
Yeah.
Wait, no, there's a trap in front of the door.
Yeah, there's a lasso. You thought it open. I think we need someone's permission to go in there first. Yeah, you're right. There's a lasso right there.
Look on the floor, a lasso.
Looks like it's set up to trap something.
I don't even know if it's big enough to set a trap for anybody.
We're the meddling kids now.
Maybe someone was trying to catch a wild bull in here, but the lasso missed. Oh, yeah, fair enough.
You sure have an active imagination.
Can't even see the name tag. Great, thanks.
Gee, what's it gonna be? Colonel Wild McGee.
Why does he
Cowboy
have his
extraordinaire.
clothes hanging here? Go put it in the locker room.
I need to air out my leathers, otherwise they get a little bit ripe. If you see, they didn't have. Wait, look on the front of the desk. He has a big sign that just says Texas.
What
Yeah,
the hell?
I know.
It just says Texas. You're right. What the frick?
I need to
This
air out my
guy-
leathers. See, out here in the camp, you gotta live it up. Man's gotta relax in his
Yeah,
camp.
he has like a fire pit in the corner.
I don't even want to examine all of this.
That would be the worst.
This is like so triggering. I'm gonna
Can you examine the alcohol?
Yeah, examine the
sure.
alcohol.
Oh,
God, yeah, you're right. He has tons. Oh, the
I
ones
already
on the
said he has
desk.
a ton of alcohol. Examine the
When you said a ton, I just saw the 2 bottles of tequila or whatever it is on the desk, and I thought, "Oh, yeah, that is a lot for your office,
You,
definitely, right?"
why don't you examine the
And
computers
then I
and
realized he's got bottles and bottles of this stuff. How's like this guy employed? Looks like there's a video feed of the evidence here room here.
There's a light blinking below the monitor. It says recording. I bet we could use this computer to check on who went in and out. True.
see?
What?
That's
It
important.
doesn't take video of any inside the evidence room.
Yipes. Yeah, I know, right? These sure are prickly. No, yeah, actually, that's a good point.
Like my sister, actually.
Wow. Wow. A little savage there, aren't you?
Just on the nose. That's just
Uh,
on the nose. It's kind of dumb.
Okay, I'm skipping all of this.
Poncho, yeah.
It's called a poncho.
You just know for a fact that the gate is not going to be useful.
Yes, I
That the
don't think
what
a
is not gonna be
gate
useful?
should be useful. There's a
The
gate
what?
here. There's a gate
gate?
here. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, you know what? You know what might be actually useful? Spraying this.
oh yeah, you're right.
Spray it on the handle of the door or something.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The cactus?
Cactus is
He
covered
was
in blood.
stabbed with a cactus.
Hey, sometimes you gotta, like, you know.
There's blood all over his cowboy's clothes.
Cut myself shaving.
Because you
Okay.
shave everywhere you go with zero frickin' shaving cream or anything, you dweeb.
Actually, it's because I shave too often, not because I missed. You see, I took off the top layer of skin.
But how do you still have stubble? You
I take testosterone boosters. It makes my beard hairs grow out so fast.
Fuck this.
that's not real.
It is real. You see this here? That's why I drink so much alcohol. Put hair on your chest and on your face.
He's onto something, maybe.
Yeah, let's go here.
Drink so much alcohol at work, it gives me damage resistance.
Yeah.
Our prosecutor's office, room 1202. Sorry, I'm a bit absent today. I'm just doing something.
Well, this place is as classy today as yesterday.
I'm sure it'll still be just as classy tomorrow, Ima.
Emma?
Incidentally, Edgeworth's not here.
Yzma?
Yeah, sorry.
Hey, I like Kronk. I'm sure he's off doing important investigations. Yeah.
I hope that's what he's doing. I guess we'll have to come back. Or
Gumshoe
we
is
could
just
sneak
like
around his
Kronk.
office.
To be
Damn it.
honest.
Okay, so we have to present something to her. I don't know. Let's do this. You think about it, I could have taken that picture from the guard's room. Yeah, you could have. But even I get flustered sometimes.
So you went straight to the scene of the crime.
I rushed towards the chain link fence in an effort to stop the murder. Uh-huh. That's when I took this photo, yes. In other words,
oh sorry, Emma.
5 minutes after the crime. Those 5 minutes are the whole problem. The whole in my testimony, as it were. 5 minutes weren't the problem, Miss Starr. You lying what was the problem. Listen, little girl, I've had enough of you. And I wasn't going to have it disregarded again. Just like last time.
Just like last time.
Maybe we gotta keep on presenting her.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
There.
Okay.
Sorry, there was a motorcycle behind me.
It was a motorcycle. Yeah?
That incident really opened my eyes to the truth. See? We're nothing to them. Disposable. Disposable to who? 2 years ago, it was the biggest case I'd ever handled. The police and the prosecutors were desperate for decisive evidence.
So, oh no, I'm not.
So they didn't solve it. On the contrary, it was solved quite cleanly. The criminal was caught and executed. Wow.
Jesus. Executed?
Yes, the criminal got what was coming to him. It doesn't get any cleaner than that.
Why is the cowboy there? I thought he wasn't, detective back
He was.
then. Okay.
No, he's a beat cop now, but in the past he was a detective.
He
Oh,
got
okay.
demoted. Yeah, he got demoted.
I don't think he got demoted. I think he just didn't want to be a detective or something.
That's
Like,
a possibility.
he said, I need to be free on the range. You know what I mean?
I
Something
think that
like
was coping. It's probably
Right.
coping.
Yeah.
Coping.
Yeah.
The
Well,
only
like-
problem.
Could be the reason, yeah, detective work doesn't
Sour
work for him because
grapes.
he wants to be.
I mean, the only one that didn't get any. Well, I guess technically, Goodman did get what came to him at the end, but yeah. The only problem was
Decisive evidence.
they never
How
did
did you
find
not find
decisive.
decisive evidence but still execute the guy?
Maybe the guy's executed by one of the detectives. just randomly.
But,
Yeah.
but the criminal was executed, right?
On the basis of the evidence of a sort, made up evidence.
You're insane, lady.
What? You mean they executed someone with fabricated evidence?
Yes.
The best part came several months after the trial. Every detective involved with the case was dealt with. Some were demoted, some were devoted, others found themselves out of a job. And you were one of those? Myself and one other person you know well. Marshall. Exactly. Detective Jake Marshall.
Officer Jake Marshall.
Yeah, sorry.
He corrected it.
Oops, I mean Police Department Security Detail Officer Jake Marshall.
And I think maybe Detective Goodman, being a good man, was the one that leaked their little secret or something like that, probably,
And that's why he got murdered.
by them.
As professional detectives, we investigated that case at from every angle.
See, because that might be Goodman to the right, but it might be someone else.
I
And there's
think
another
that is-
cowboy hat guy here. There's a stuffing cowboy hat.
That is good, man.
Who's
I
the
recognize
fourth
that. Polka
guy?
dot tie anyway. Yeah,
Yeah.
he has the polka dot tie.
Then there's a fourth guy down in the bottom left.
Yeah, another cowboy.
Oh, there is. Who's that guy?
I don't know. I don't
Jake-
think Jake is part of the Jake Marshall is part of the killer team because he seemed helpful enough. You know, he was like impartial when it came to us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe he's just a good liar, a good poker face.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe he knows something, but then he doesn't want to say it because he's like playing the good card. or the
Because he
police
was
officer.
he was at the investigating the crime scene sort of thing like that. And he was like, "Oh, I don't see anything."
Yeah, but
Yeah.
then he gave us the benefit of the doubt.
That's because we had a signing thing from the other detective. He had to.
No, he didn't. It was done incorrectly.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. Okay, fine.
However, he hasn't forgotten, and neither have I. You haven't forgotten? No.
You
but
haven't forgotten SL9.
There was another side to the case to that case a hidden side. That's what we're after now. And no one up in their fancy offices can stop us.
What does that mean?
It means the cowboy, Marshall, is still investigating SL9 secretly.
I think all of them are.
Yeah, same with Goodman. And then due to that reasoning, Goodman probably got killed for it.
Okay.
So there's probably some sort of conspiracy happening in the police department.
Maybe they're not bad guys.
Those lunches you sell. There's only one reason I come to sell lunches in this cursed office. I come here to meet old friends, boyfriends that can help me investigate.
Miss Star's old boyfriends. How many does she have anyway? Just when all the detectives on SL9 have disappeared, we find new evidence.
So basically, Lana Sky is probably going down because of some sort of conspiracy. Maybe, I don't know. So Rookie? What? Seems like you're serious about investigating this case.
Yes.
Oh, I would love a Salisbury steak. Give me. Then you should take this.
Salisbury steak lunch?
So there's some people that actually don't like Salisbury steak because in Japan they call them hamburger steak.
It is
call them
hamburger.
hamburger
It is
steak?
ground meat, right?
Yeah, it
What?
is. So there's some people that really hate the idea that Japan serves hamburger steak as a steak.
I didn't know Salisbury steak was ground meat.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. So it's more like a kind of meatloaf almost. But yeah.
Yeah. I know a certain guy who might help you if you tempt him with this treat.
It
Gumshoe?
sounds like a Marshall kind of.
Oh yeah, Marshall.
Gumshoe's like hardly in this game right now.
Gumshoe is like would already help us. He wouldn't deny us. No.
Yeah, exactly. Miss
He's a
Star,
good guy.
Officer Marshall, is he your? Are you his? Are you going out? What do you want to know? Yeah, why do you want to know?
What?
I was just wondering what happened to him. A long time ago, when he was helping my sister do cases, he was so nice. He got along so well with my sister. It made me jealous. And he was nice to me too back then. Huh?
This would be when Officer something was wrong.
But now he's so cold. Jake and I are merely cooperating on this investigation. We're putting the past to rest, as it were nothing more than that. I see. Thank you.
Officer Jake Marshall.
Can I actually go here and actually do shit now? Oh, I can. Thank you.
This is charged with frantic energy as always.
Please. Oh, that's technically Meekins.
That wasn't that bad.
Huh? Wasn't that? Oh, it is Gumshoe.
One steak lunch, please. Oh, it's you.
Maybe it is Gumshoe.
Maybe it is.
Detective Gumshoe.
Yogi Bear.
Now's no time to chit-chat, pal. I'm a busy man. What I really need is a steak lunch from Lunchland.
Oh, you mean one of these, actually? It's not for sale.
It's so sad. Oh my god. I think I just heard the sound of his heart breaking.
Now's no time for despair.
Oh, I feel bad.
We've got a criminal. Now we just need evidence.
For a second, I thought, oh, are we supposed to give it to him? The
Yeah.
colonel, you mean?
You heard about the stabbing in the police department evidence room, right, pal?
That's
Yes, I did.
flashback. Oh, let's just skip this. It's flashback.
It's the biggest scandal to hit the station in ages. Everything's topsy-turvy.
Oops, sorry.
Listen, pal, all I know is I need a steak lunch, pronto. Standing around here talking isn't going to fill my belly.
Bye-bye. Wait, don't leave.
If you want to know more, head on
He
down to the
snaps on
detention
back.
center, pal. Questioning should be over, so I figure he's down there having a good cry. Later.
Who are we supposed to give the steak lunch to then?
Marshall.
I guess, sure.
He ran off to the evidence room.
Well, this investigation is off to a running start.
That's
He said if we want to talk more to somebody, then go
Go
to
to
the...
the detention center.
Yeah.
He
Okay.
is.
Let's go to the detention center. This is he. that
I
we're
think
gonna
it's
be
the
talking to.
other person that we're looking for. The person who was arrested, right?
The
I
other,
think so.
who's the other person that we're looking for?
It's like it's
Sorry,
gonna
that-
be Meekins. It's gonna be Meekins.
Oh
The
my
person
God.
who was arrested for the murder. The
It's
other
Yeah.
Meekins, huh?
Wait,
maybe.
No, I do feel
Would be
better
Meekins.
about things a bit little. I mean, they caught the person who stabbed Detective Goodman, didn't they?
Oh God, I think you're right. Anyways, yeah, I guess they did.
I'm
Just
gonna
not to
feel
go too far down that road right now. Things will just get confusing.
Yeah, I'm gonna feel sorry if it's actually Meekins. Oh, it is Meekins.
Actually, I don't know what that is. Is that a ween? Is that wine?
No,
It's
that's
the-
his megaphone that he
Yeah.
has.
What was that?
Sir, that's what I'm saying. Me, a perpetrator? I'd say I was the perpetrated against, sir. That's what I'd say.
It is Meekins.
And he got a hurt hand.
Oh, hi, greetings, sir.
Wait, I know who you are.
Flashback, sir.
This guy's like animated entirely different style from everyone else.
I know. I love him. Officer Meekins. So you're a guard here at the detention center.
No, sir, I'm not, sir. I'm a little lost patrolman, like a little lost lamb, sir.
Oh, I get it. You're here to deliver a report.
No, sir, how should I say this?
Wait, he isn't. Is he? You, Officer Meekins? You didn't? Did you?
Perpetrator Officer Meekins reporting, sir.
What? What?
Now this is an unexpected turn of events.
How did his hand get hurt?
Yeah.
He tripped. He said that
Wait,
the first
okay,
time.
wait, hold on. I'm sensing a parallel here.
Yeah,
His
both of them have
hand-
hurt hands.
Yeah, his hand is hurt just like Lana's.
Mm-hmm. Ah.
Sir, I'm a patrolman with general affairs, sir.
Someone take that thing away from him. Ow, I can hear you fine, Officer Meekins.
I had some business that day, sir, and so I went to the evidence room, sir. The guard station in front of the room was empty, sir.
So normally there's a guard at the evidence room.
That's right, sir, because evidence is kept in the evidence room, sir. Now the security officer was none other than Officer Marshall.
Mush?
Marshall?
Then, sir, I happened to glance at the security room monitor. That's when I saw him, sir. A suspicious person in the evidence room. A suspicious person, sir. A suspicious person. Yow!
What the heck is this
handcuffed?
guy doing?
Why is he handcuffed? So what happened then?
After that, sir, everything went white. I saw red. I blacked out. And when I came to, I was here in the detention center.
How long were you out? Days?
May I ask what happened to your hand?
Sir, there was no one to bandage me, sir. So I did what I could to wrap it up, sir.
Bandage on his hand, just like Miss Sky.
Yet another similarity between this case and the other one.
First things first, tell us how you hurt your hand. I don't mean to pry, but are you the perpetrator, correct? But you are the perpetrator, correct? You killed Detective Bruce Goodman in the evidence room, right?
Sir, please don't look down. Don't look at me with those sad puppy dog eyes, sir. If you have to label me as perpetrator or victim, sir, then label me victim.
I would, but you happen to be in the detention, and alive and well at that.
Ah, yes, well, that's true, sir. I suppose you could say that.
Did you know the victim, Detective Goodman?
Well, sir, if I had to label him as a stranger or a total stranger, then I'd say he leans heavily on the total stranger side.
So you didn't know, huh?
Sir,
Oh,
I
okay.
work in a tiny department devoid of light or other creature comforts. I don't know any detectives.
That's a fucking lie. So, if he was a total stranger, why did you stab him?
Sir, I had no intention of killing him, sir. None. Nor do I have any recollection of killing him, sir.
At least someone around here is more confused than I am. About your hand, did that happen during the course of the crime?
Well, you
keep on
see,
talking about
sir,
him like he actually did it.
Yeah, somebody really needs to get rid of that freaking megaphone from him.
Someone take this guy back home.
Don't you think you should just confess?
But sir, but there was nothing I could do.
Nothing you could do?
Sir, to tell the truth, sir, when it happened, when the detective pointed that knife at me, I just hollered, sir. And the next thing I knew, I was unconscious.
The next thing you knew, you were... Huh?
Then, when I opened my eyes, I was alone in the evidence room, sir, all alone. Alone because Detective Goodman had disappeared.
What?
Then when I looked down, I was gushing blood from my hands, sir. Oh, the shock. Oh, the sorrow, sir. Can you imagine how I felt?
The victim's body disappeared?
It's not even his blood. It was Goodman's blood.
It's not a story.
That's some story.
His hand's not even hurt then?
Yeah, he's just pretending or imagining. Do you think you could take a look at this?
Hey! That's it, sir! That's it! That's it!
That's what?
My head was a blank until this very moment. But, sir, now I remember, sir.
You mean you remember what happened?
Correct. That card was the cause of it all. Exactly, sir. That's exactly it. Nothing could be more exact, sir. Nothing.
I'd better pry into this one a little deeper.
Can we really get rid of this thing that he has?
Stop this guy. Can you tell me what it is you remember?
Well, sir, you might say I'm a lost little patrolman, a lost little lamb, if you will.
Here we are.
I didn't know Mr. Detective Goodman who was in the evidence room.
That's why you thought he looked suspicious.
Sir, I entered the evidence room and asked the man to show me his ID card.
Well, that sounds pretty much by the book so far.
That's right, sir. That's what I've been trying to tell you.
So you asked Detective Goodman to show his ID card. What did he do?
That's the thing. Suddenly he pointed a knife at me.
What?
Sir, I assure you I was as flustered as you are right now. So I whooped and leapt at him.
Damn.
Yeah, this guy just went sicko
Detective
mode.
Goodman, Detective Goodman. Imagine pointing a knife at this guy and he suddenly like goes and then like he like jumps out of nowhere and like and fights you.
He enters like a battle trance or something, rage mode.
No, I mean like he hits you with a quick burst of the microphone.
Oh,
and
yeah.
some megaphone, and then like jumps into battle.
Disorientating sound wave.
Yeah, disorientating sound wave at first.
Persona level.
Do
Oh.
unto the others before they do unto you. My own father's words, sir.
What happened then?
Well, my eyes, sir, everything went white. When I awoke, I was here. This guy's got a killer instinct.
Yeah, his father taught him like opposite of Jesus.
So, Officer Meekins, why was it that they arrested you?
What do you mean, Emma?
Let's look at what we know. Yeah, that's true actually. Why did they arrest him when they have evidence of him walking in to check his ID?
Because actually, yeah, like, and they didn't find the body. So how did they see? Where did they see the crime? Right?
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
not on camera or something like that, right?
Yeah, exactly. Now, Officer Meekins didn't know Detective Goodman, and the victim whom he met at the scene of the crime didn't show his ID card. In other words, we have no way of knowing if the victim was really the victim. And if this body just disappeared from the evidence room, we don't even know if anyone actually died.
That's it, sir. That's what I wanted to say. That is, I did say something along those lines.
Huh? But you still ended up here?
They told me that it had to be him, sir, on that day at that time. Detective Goodman was definitely in the evidence room. That's what they said.
You don't remember the events clearly.
No, but the videotape is quite clear.
There's video of it?
Huh? Videotape? Yeah.
From the security camera.
So,
The crime scene, my crime, the crime I swore to stamp out. It's there, it's me, it's on tape.
what did you do on this tape?
And wait. And you waited until now to tell us this?
I'm sorry, I'm really sorry, sir. I'll hand over my badge. I don't deserve it.
No thanks, I have my own. Well, I guess we better go check the crime scene.
Okay.
Ever since I was a kid, whenever anybody threatened me, I'd just blank out and then wake up in a pool of blood.
Sorry.
Hey, Mr. Wright, who's standing at the chief of detectives desk? Chief Grant.
And you're about.
Oh my god, that's loud out of nowhere. Holy fuck.
That was
Hey
quiet.
Seth, how you doing, bud?
And you're sure this is all? Hmm?
His
Fuck.
buttons are the same symbol.
Oops, sorry.
You know what it means. If there's anything missing,
Sir, I'm sure it's most likely totally perfect. We checked all his drawers, lockers, garbage cans, bags, coat pockets, hats, under his seat cushion, behind his computer monitor, inside his personal coffee machine.
I see. Well, if anything does end up, you call me right away, deal?
Yes, sir. We'll scour the place again, sir.
The chief of detectives looks a little flustered.
All right, my boy. How have you been? Swim much?
Why does this guy keep on asking us if we swim?
Because he's eventually gonna ask us to swim with the fishes. Or something like that.
Yeah, I can imagine that, actually.
Or maybe there's just setting it up so that we could say that to him
Oh,
in
maybe.
the end. Just as a joke.
Maybe.
Now you can do the Meekins impression.
Me?
Oh, ho, Chief Gant, reporting for duty, sir.
Sir! Why are you saluting
he
him?
was doing a chief. He was doing a Meekin thing. He was doing, oh, ho, Chief Gant, reporting for duty, sir.
Why are you saluting him, Mr. Wright?
What fucking music is this? This is new.
Well, I don't want to talk to him yet, so I'm going to go to the entrance so that I can go over to the guard station is where I really wanted to. Oh, I guess I have to
Why
talk
don't
to
you
him.
want to talk to him?
I thought I could talk to Marshall.
Oh.
'Cause Marshall's more important. The food is getting cold.
Your
Food's
food?
getting cold.
Yeah, we have food.
Oh.
Oh, all right.
That's what you.
Okay, I guess Seth is gonna get some limelight.
After this asshole.
Is Edgeworth going to be okay?
Oh, were they? Oh, you know, they're doing a little inquiry maybe with them.
Oh my goodness.
Sounds like an inquisition.
Yup. Well, they had no end of trouble with the boys since last year.
You mean the incident on Gourd Lake?
It doesn't look good having a top prosecutor sit in the defendant seat, does it? And you got someone else found guilty in that case. Right, righto?
What does that mean? Like,
Von Karma.
Yeah, Von Karma.
yeah, but like he was.
The legend, he said he was undefeated in 40 years of career. But in court, you fixed it, so he was caught for forging evidence.
I didn't fix anything.
Yeah.
Hey, wait, I didn't do anything wrong. He did forge evidence.
In any case, the prosecutor office is in a bit of a turmoil, you might say.
Oh,
Why?
maybe this
Why
guy
You just
worked with Von
using control
Karma.
of the reputation.
Yeah, I feel like he's on like Von Karma's level.
They might have worked together.
Now, depending on what that inquiry committee decides, it could be bad for Mr. Worthy.
What? Man, what a dick.
It's downright odd, I tell you. The detective getting killed on that turf, I mean.
There being the prosecutors, I assume?
Scientifically speaking, it's impossible.
Yes, but that's what the evidence is saying. Goodman was stabbed in 2 locations at the same time. That's what it says.
Guess he was just that unlucky, huh? Sir, what evidence is this?
Now, righto. I can't give away all our little secrets just like that.
What?
And this in particular, well, it's a little sensitive, and I can't just talk about it.
I wasn't expecting much anyway. Okay.
You know, one thing I hate most of all is hiding secrets. Can't stand them. Yet I'll keep doing them. But you know, it's full-time job just keeping the chief of detective trap shut.
Ah, he was the one you were picking on earlier. Wow.
You saw that? Oops.
I wonder what it was that he wanted the chief of detectives to do.
Away evidence. Let's see if we can kind of discreetly ask him. Ask him what?
Maybe it's discreetly ask the chief of detectives, not this guy.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's true. But like, how do we do that?
Examine him?
Okay. Oh, sorry you had to see that. What exactly did the chief of police want you to do? I'll see over there. Wow.
This isn't discreet at all.
Yeah. Well, you see over there? That's Goodman's desk. He wanted me to check it for anything that might be a clue. They took away every last piece of garbage in the trash can. Okay. So nothing belonging to Detective Goodman is still here? Of course not. Except for this. What? He kept something? Sure, why not? It's not important. He didn't even finish writing it. It's a lost item report. But it's only half complete. Lost item? Did the Detective Goodman lose something?
The date on it is February 21. Better make a note of that just in case. Remember the 221?
Yeah.
What is
Loss
this
of
fucking
evidence.
music as well? Holy moly. This sounds horrible.
It's like you somehow mixed the carnival music with church music.
I know, right? Let's get out of that place. I really was hoping to see if this actually had a
Marshall. Listen here, little missy and little doggy.
Okay, let's go back to that terrible music.
The way he says little doge is weird. Fuck!
Can you move to the evidence room from here or no?
I would have to go from the entrance to the evidence room.
Okay.
Assuming,
Evidence room, you'll have to go through me.
yeah.
You're like, not
Are you gonna present the
friendly.
thing you just got to him?
Yeah, I guess.
I was wondering, could you take a look at this?
Ah, sorry, Righto. I'm through with that stuff. Through, I say. Go find that guy. He can't seem to sit still up there. The busy one.
The guy who can't sit still. Does he mean Detective Gumshoe?
Hey, it's me, pal.
Him or the dancing dude back. Like a echoing, hey, it's me, pal, 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 in your head. Sort of
Yeah,
thing, like, as you think
that's-
about it.
That's what I was trying to do, yeah.
That was that 50.
Hey, it's me, pal.
It's a good. Oh, we don't have lots of time to figure out what.
Yeah, I guess we gotta go talk to Detective Gumshoe.
Just down the point.
Victim's name found in the car trunk.
Here we go.
Actually, I was wondering if I could ask you a favor.
Yes. Well, I never thought the day would come when Wright to ask me for him. I was wondering if we could investigate the evidence.
That's Phoenix.
How would you like to be new evidence?
Oh, wow. I mean, you're not wrong. He might actually be it.
Actually, I'm sorry, I don't need to investigate after all.
Well, righto. Please do. Do I look like a selfish man?
Yes.
You don't want me to answer. Huh?
Do I look like a maniac demon with horns and shit? Heck, if anyone asks me, sir, can I borrow $50? I'd give them $50, no problem.
Okay.
So go ahead, investigate that room to your heart's content, not
Oh.
yours.
Oh, can I have $50? I need to buy 2 Salisbury steak lunches.
That's a lot for a Salisbury
I'm sorry.
steak.
No, he said
$50
2
is-
Salisbury steak lunches, which means each at
You can have
$25.
none.
Each at $25 would be fairly normal.
Nah,
For that
for a
size, it's kind of
box lunch? I don't know.
yeah, it's kind of expensive. You probably can
I
get
think-
3 at least, or 4.
I'd expect like a sit-down lunch, you know, for like
With, like,
25
drinks
bucks.
and stuff.
You know.
Yeah.
It just goes to show you never know until you ask.
And for you here, you can borrow this.
Huh? Hey, this is a detective's ID card, isn't it?
That's a special card for guests, so don't lose.
Yes, sir. It's an honor, sir. Sir.
You just go run along now, kitten, and do your best now. Later, folks.
Oh my god, you added that in. I had to do a double take when I was listening. Holy fuck. I was like, he did not fucking say that. I was about to lose it.
Running out, little kitten.
Like, there's
So-
no
Only to my
way
Discord
to
message,
get
that kitten. Daddy's
Uh.
getting it.
I have to go moderate.
It looks pretty cool on my lapel, doesn't it?
lapel.
Lapel?
Lapel.
Lapel, whatever.
Lapel.
Lapel. Doesn't it? Just think a real ID.
You seem happy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Because, sir, we get to go into the evidence room now, sir.
I think this place is a bad influence on the girl.
I 100% agree. Let's not talk to Meekins ever again.
What? Do we still have to talk to Gumshoe about letting us in there?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
There we go. Let's head in there. Yay.
And we have the ID card from Chief Gant. Gaunt. Let's just walk in.
Just walking.
It won't open. Card reader is turned off. Why is it turned off? What is that security guard thinking?
Howdy, partners. Well, well, what's made my Bambina's sky so gray?
Officer Marshall. Why does it
He has
have to
that
be-
symbol on his poncho.
Yeah.
What's that? Why does it have to be him look for?
Everyone here
As
is
you
like
may
it.
have surmised, this here's my saloon.
Clearly.
Yeah.
We're here to investigate the crime scene.
Yeehaw! That card you got there on your chest? That's better than a sheriff's badge in these parts.
Yeehaw?
Well, what are you standing there for? Get along, little doggies. The crime scene's awaiting.
Looks like the card reader's on again. While we're here, I was wondering if we could ask you some questions.
Sorry, cowboy, but I got no mind to tangle with you hombres.
You're busy then?
Did I say that? I only said I didn't wish to speak with you.
Actually, you said you had no mind to tangle with us hombres.
Well, I have a tingle with you.
That smell, reminds me of Texas.
Which you've never been to.
That's actually correct. I was born in Minnesota.
Minnesota's not in Texas.
I was born in Minnesota, Texas. It's a town called Texas inside of Minnesota.
Okay.
I
So, Officer
swear.
Marshall, you're from Texas.
No, I just saw a special on television the other day. Is this from my baby?
Uh,
Is he being sarcastic?
you,
No, I don't think so.
I don't think he's being sarcastic at all. Yeah, Miss Stars.
Well, what's this?
What's wrong?
A filet steak lunch. I see, I see.
I don't see her. I wonder what it means.
Steak lunch given to Officer Marshall.
All right, Bambina, you win. Ask
Oh, he's eating.
anything. Or ask anything you want.
Finally, it seems like.
He's willing to talk. Okay. Officer Marshall, you're in charge of the security for the evidence room, right?
You got a good eyes, partner. It's an easy job, and I'm grateful for it.
Actually, Officer Meekins at the detention center told us.
Ah, that poor little doggy. Poor guy, I keep getting his name wrong and calling him Meekly.
He told us something. He said that when the stabbing occurred, you weren't at your station.
Well, maybe I shouldn't be telling you this. But since I got demoted from detective 2 years ago, well, it might not look like it, but I lost my fire for the job, you know.
So, what were you doing around 5:15 when the murder took place?
Well, I reckon I was galloping down the highway on the back of my
Galloping.
city.
Sorry, what, Jonah?
Galloping.
Sorry, I'm galloping, not galloping.
I'm keeping that in. No, he was riding down the highway on his horse named Zippy. Wait,
I
what?
was also drinking. You see, I developed an alcoholism problem.
You see, I drink when I drive.
It makes me keeps me sharp, makes me feel alive. There's no need for people here anyhow. These newfangled machines do a bang-up job of keeping an eye on the place.
You mean the security camera system?
I don't take to machines much. Kinda like that stewed broccoli they sneak in next to your steak, you know?
They sneak in.
I don't know if a steak can sneak in. Or the broccoli, I mean. This star told us something. She said that you were a detective 2 years ago.
It was always my dream to be a rawhide wrangler on the scene of the crime. That's all gone now, like a drinking hole in a prairie fire.
You're still investigating the SL9 incident with Miss Star, aren't you?
That was my case. It's all solved on the record books, but it smells like a bad game of poker. I can't let it go. That's all there is to it.
I wish he would stop sharing. What kind of case was it, anyway? We heard the name so many times, but no one tells us what actually happened.
There are some things you're better off not knowing, Bambina. Anyway, that case is officially dead as of 2 days ago.
2 days, the day of our case?
That's right, the evidence transfer rolls.
Edward was talking about the transfers too.
I know what maybe 2 of the machines in here do.
Only 2 of them? There must be a dozen. No, I'm pretty sure there is.
Like I said, Bambina, me and machines, well, I like them about as much as I like stewed cauliflower with my steaks.
I love cauliflower.
The easiest ones to understand are these here security cameras.
What, Jonah?
This guy doesn't like his vegetables.
Clearly.
Those are the ones that Officer Meekins mentioned.
If nothing happens, the tapes are automatically erased every few hours.
And Officer Meekins and Detective Goodman, are they on one of those tapes?
I reckon they might be.
Wow.
One more thing. When you go into the evidence room, you need an ID card.
That's the card reader by the door.
The card reader leaves a record of every ID card that passes through it.
So this is the ID card record.
Oh, who's got the dubs?
You mean the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? Just 7 temples.
Yeah, the sevens.
Hey, I've seen.
Hey, I've seen that somewhere before.
Sorry, Bambina, I can't show you more than that. I haven't heard whether this is related to the case yet.
Mr. Wright, I saw a number on that record just now. I've seen that number before.
So let's see, Mr. Goodman's number.
Yeah,
Maybe
but he
some
never
way to
came out.
prove this record is tied to the staff. Sorry, but could you explain what this whole transfer was about?
We keep only evidence from solved cases in this room. They're kept here under the presiding detective's supervision for 2 years. So we can reinvestigate them if it turns out there was a mistake, see?
So what happens to the evidence after 2 years?
It goes to sleep forever in the underground vault at the county sheriff's department. That's what we call transferal. We do it every February.
I see now.
Transferal is like a funeral for old cases. 2 years after a case is solved, it's closed, forever, dead, never to be reopened again, never to be reinvestigated.
Happened to SL9 2 days ago.
See this? This is the victim's card.
Ah, the one that was on the ground in the parking lot?
The number on this is 5842189.
Officer Marshall, show us that ID card record. ID card record again. Yeah, there's 2 numbers that went in and.
Look, the fourth
Out.
number. Oh no, that's her.
Look, the 4th number is a perfect match. It was used at 5:14.
Right before the stab. Right? It was used at 5:14, right before the stabbing.
Sorry, I'm rushing.
What's more, there's only one of them cards in the world.
So when the incident occurred, Detective Goodman was in the evidence room. But wait.
But wait, what did Officer Meekins say?
Sir, I entered the evidence room and asked the man to display his ID card.
So you asked Detective Goodman to show his ID card. What did he do?
That's the thing. Suddenly he pointed a knife at me. Me.
If he had his ID card then, why would he have pointed a knife at Officer Meekins?
All right, compadre, you win. I guess I can give you this ID card record.
Okay. I am going to end it here because
It's pretty late, yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
We can come back tomorrow and do the case. Trial. Tomorrow. The next trial is going to be just as long anyway. So.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty long.
I'm gonna end it here. Thank you for coming by and signing off.